river, dickface.
Look at all those chickens.
Nope.
I'll make you move like your boots are on fire. I'll make you jump like you touch a live wire. Ain't no sitting down when I get in the zone. Just give me my crown, let the king take his throne. I like to groove it. He likes to groove it. You're gonna move it. You're gonna move it. Clap your hands, just clap your hands. Give 'em a clap. Like 1, 2, 3. Clap your hands, just clap them for me. Give 'em a clap. Like 1, 2, 3. Like 1, 2, 3. Like 1, 2, 3. Like 1, 2, 3.
Agent incapacitated.
Hello,
Plum here, g'day champions, how's it going, and welcome back to another Division 2 build video. First off, I hope everyone has an amazing Easter weekend. Make sure you be safe and enjoy time with your family and friends. Righto, this build, this build will get you so much hate, and frankly, that's the complete point of it. It's kind of a trolling build, make them rage so hard that they play shitter than normal. Look, you can message me all day, I'm gonna run what I want when I want. If you don't like it, tough titties. If you don't have the brain capacity to work out some sort of counter for it, that's on you. And yeah, there's a heap of counters for this build. And did I die using this build? Of course I did, I died heaps, but I'm having fun. If I want to change things up and run something different, no matter how trash you think the build is, I'm going to use it. Your messages aren't going to change my mind. Righto then. Now with all that said and done and out of the way, for everyone that's still hanging around, thanks. If you're new to the channel, please hit that sub button, make sure you click that bell notification so you get notified every time I upload. So I guess we should get stuck into this build, and I'm probably going to call it something along the lines of bot support crowd control build or something like that. So let's check it out. 1 red, 4 blues, 1 yellow, 1.5 mil armor, and 334k health. 2 pieces of Golem, 1 Bellstone, 1 Petrov, 1 Murakami, and the exotic holster, the Imperial Dynasty. The complete point of this build is to support your team, buff their damage, and crowd control by applying status effects. The specialization that we're choosing is Survivalist for that armor kit which heals nearby teammates, and Survivalist Tactical Link, which grants group members 10% bonus damage to targets with a status effect. For the guns, you can use whatever you like, but I do feel like the Pestilence is a must-have on this build. You can add your stacks to players, to NPCs, and to even deployed skills, anything. And when those max stack ticks jump to something else, you watch it strip armor. It's pretty amazing. For the secondary, I've got a nice vector with Optimist. It's great if I get caught out reloading the Pesty. Another gun that you could use here would definitely be the Grudge. That'd work great on this build too. For the pistol, we've got the TDI card. It comes with that +1 skill tier, which does buff our skills just a little bit if we use it while we're deploying our skills. Righto champs, to the build itself. Bellstone Mask, we've got armor regen, status effect with a crit hit chance mod. The 1 piece bonus is 1% armor regen. For the chest piece, we've got a Golem Unbreakable, but for team support, you could definitely run something like a Fission here, sit back, spam armor kits, that would work great too. The 2-piece brand bonus, 10% status effect, 1% armor regen. The piece on it has armor regen, crit hit damage, and a crit hit chance mod. The holster is the Imperial Dynasty. Now this thing used to be on everyone's build, they nerfed it a little bit, and basically everyone stopped using it. As it's an exotic, it comes with the roles it's got a skill tier, status effect, and hazard protection. The talent is called Dragon's Glare. While in combat, applies a burn to hostiles closest to you within 20 meters, and it's got a 35-second cooldown. With this setup that we've got, it's an 8-second burn time, and that's pretty good. Also from our specialization, we get fire grenades, so we can throw those while we're on cooldown from this. The bad but great thing about burn is players can't ADS, their movement is slow, and it just messes them up completely. But hey, I guess you'd be pretty messed up too if you just all of a sudden caught on fire, right? The knee pads are the Emperor's Guard. We've got armor, 1% armor regen, and a max regen roll. The brand bonus is 20% skill duration, which does also apply to our status effects. Contractor's Gloves, we get LMG damage, which does help our Pestilence weapon damage. It comes with that 8% multiplicative damage to armor, which also applies to skill damage and status effect damage. And just for the sake of it, I've added another status effect roll. The backpack I'm using is a Golem with Adrenaline Rush. It's not a great piece. I definitely prefer different rolls on it, something like status effect and regen again, but we make do with what we've got. Not everything has to be perfect on every build all the time, champs. If you think you can survive without Adrenaline Rush, maybe change that backpack talent to something like Creeping Death to spread those status effects to other hostiles. For the skills, we definitely want to be running stuff that's going to constantly apply statuses. That way it's going to buff our team damage and it's going to deter players. The Stinger Hive applies a bleed, which lasts nearly 10 seconds. The bleed status effect slows down player movement and it ticks away at their armor slowly. For the second skill, I've gone with the Jammer Pulse. That EMP lasts for 5.5 seconds and will destroy any deployed skills, as well as applying a status effect to a player. If you want to swap that one out and run something like a Sticky Bomb or even a Blinder Firefly, that would work awesome too. Alright, to the stats. Now keep in mind this is a support build, so the stats on this aren't that impressive or important. It's a support crowd control build. We've got 22 crit hit chance and 68 crit hit damage with 14% damage to armor with the pesty. That 14% damage to armor also applies to our statuses and our skill damage as well, remember that. Down to our survivability, we've got 58k regen, which is very decent for this kind of build. Like I said, this build is sure to piss a lot of players off and get you a heap of hate mail, but that's okay. You're changing things up, you're making something a bit different, and you're enjoying everything that the game has to offer and having a bit of a laugh in the process. And that's it for me on this one, champs. Drop a comment below about whatever. Any feedback, build questions, suggestions, or ideas, you know I'm easy. Help yourself and the channel, make sure that you've hit that bell notification so you know every time I upload new content. So, did you like it? Then smash that like button, and if you didn't, you can press the dislike. But remember, to support me and the channel, hit that sub button and become a creepy subscriber. And I'll catch you all in the next one, champions. I'm Plum out.